My brother Spot. How you doing, family? Just here thinking. Um, it may make. Let me turn down this music. Yeah, this may make a lot of our people upset. I don't want to make our people upset. I got questions. And one of the questions is like, why don't we why don't we want to invest in non-entertaining things like black-owned businesses? Why do we only invest in entertaining things as a people? We invest in church, we invest in athletics, and investing is buying a ticket, patronizing something that we don't even own. We don't even own the land that the church is on top of. If you don't believe me, you can investigate that. We don't invest in things that we can own. Black owned businesses are owned by us. Other ethnicities invest, let me tell you, they invest in stocks. So, you know, that company could get a fast start and develop. If our businesses, and this is how we're genius, because some of the businesses work, but our businesses are not even funded. None of them. And if they are funded, then basically they're on loans. Some are on grants. You still got to pay the grants back. They say you don't have to pay that. That's some BS. Most of them you do. We never, remember, family, we never go on the exception. We go on what happens most of the time. So most grants you're going to have to pay back. Now, let's just say if our culture was like Asian people culture, East Indian people culture, many other cultures, that when it's a business, and businesses are boring, they're not sexy, but they can employ our children. They can employ a lot of our people that's hurting now. And they will have an opportunity where they can make some money and pay their mortgages, their car note, whatever. They have more options. Do you know there's cultures out there that pick a certain business and they invest $10 a month? This was back in the day. My Japanese friend was on it. And he was like, we don't know why African Americans just don't invest in their people. We don't go to the bank. We get 1,000 people a business and invest $10 a month. We don't even want to do that. We have asked many people, and my brother Spot been up for almost a year now, and no one wants to invest in something that's going to help a lot of African American people be seen on the internet. And I'm not talking about free stuff. Free stuff, unfortunately, doesn't get you paid, family. It just gets you likes. When people are searching for you on Google, these are search engines. That's why they call them search engines. Google, Bing, ChatGPT. They're basically searching to buy something from you. And most of us don't want to pay for a service that my brother Spot is presenting. And in 8 months to a year, will rank so well that if your product is or your service is good, you will get compensated. You will start making money in your sleep. It's not frustrating. It's amazing how a lot of us, because I'm you too, also, family. We don't understand how to make money in America. We really don't. We really just know how to consume. Our ancestors used to know how to make money in the past, but I think that's in our DNA. We have a fear of even trying. So they flooded out a lot of our black, communities. Lake Lanier, they torched and bombed, a lot of our, it was a lot of, you know, Black Wall Streets, a lot of them, in New York, everywhere. And basically, you know, it just got out of our system. And then Martin Luther King tried to do a great thing and he integrated us. And now our money is everywhere but our community. That kind of harmed us. We have to get back to looking at, okay, I'm seeing this business on Instagram, this black owned business. Okay, I know it needs money. Okay, how can I tell that this business means business and not trying to Dr. Umar me, not trying to Sunday pastor me, nothing that's going to help our people? Because we shouldn't be upset at it or shy away from it because other ethnicities do this. That's the American way. Jewish people, and that's good that they do it. Jewish people invest in their own people. They say that they are the chosen people. Are black people tripping off of that? No. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be shy about giving money to our people. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Who is that? Appreciate it, Jen. But we have to start putting this in our culture. We have to, because now it's the AI age, and AI is going to disrupt a lot of things. We shouldn't be afraid of it. We should embrace it because it's already here. It's not going to go away. A lot of us don't even like money. It's not the love of money. Money is a tool. Money gives you options. And if people could develop my brother's spot and invest money in it, then it could develop. Do you know if we develop that we're going to have our own, artists and content creator section where these African American artists could now have their own web page to where they could have their own music and make money off their music more than streaming. We have black people, web developers. We have SEO team, a tech team that's shit hot. They can create that. But what do they need? Money. Money is a tool. It's nothing to worship. It's nothing to do anything for. When you have a tool, let's say we wanted to build something that mirrored the Empire State Building, but no one black want to give us money. How are we going to build that goddamn building? We need tools. We need concrete. Come on, family. Why don't, and the reason why I did this live is because eventually it's going to turn into, I could turn them into shorts. And it's going to make a lot of so-called African Americans, Moors, Aboriginal American Indian, whatever we want to call ourselves. It's so much division. You know what I'm saying? And it's killing us. It's a lot of things in our culture that's killing us. You know, another thing that's killing us, if we don't have enough money, why are we having children? That's killing us too. It's killing us. And it's hard to hear, and it sounds like I'm a hater, but I'm not. I want us to win. Before I die, I want to see us have some type of positive things going in the right way for us. Why should I be hated or ignored by our people when I'm just trying to help? Well, we're trying to help at my brother's spot. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want other people help. This has to be us helping ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We are not, black people are not assaultive, evil. We may be evil to each other or a few of our psychos. Every ethnicity has their psychos, but we're not violent people. That's why we got taken over here in America. That's why we got colonized in Africa. That's why everywhere where the landmass was bountiful and had a lot of riches, we were sitting on top of it. And some of the history that they give you is false. We were there first. We just other people came and we just reproduced with them and we bred out. And you're just seeing those people. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to investing. The psychological issues I feel that African Americans are having is that we're so enticed with entertainment. Entertainment comes fourth, fifth when you're trying to build. First, you got to deal with the boring. The boring is always like things that are boring is the foundation. We're not building the foundation yet. And the foundation of all other ethnicities is business. Look at China. It's not entertainment first, it's businesses. Those businesses get powerful and then they help the people that look like them. Microsoft, Google, why would people get mad if they're hiring mostly Asians and whites and all that? They're the people that built the foundation of that. Majority white people. Why can't we build our own? We're not going to have nukes. Black people don't even want nukes. We don't want machine guns to shoot people. You know, we love life. Our melanin in our skin makes us enjoy life more than other people. Do you know melanin in our skin is a chemical of intelligence? Check this out. If black people wasn't assaulted so much, crack put in the community, broke up our families and all that, no, it's not an excuse. You should look on my brother's spot, all the evidence that we have put on our videos and showed what America does to us. Do you know if America didn't tamper with African Americans, we would be so far ahead as a country now. Our ancestors, the technology still lives today. The car engine, the stoplights, video games. Black woman came up with GPS. I could go on and on. We just didn't have enough money for patents. We developed everything. And other ethnicities just perfected. So, I mean, this is why basically, America's not doing as well because you're not putting your talent up in the front. You're trying to not have your talent in the front because the system wants those people to reproduce better. And it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that it could change is if the mindset of our people loving on each other would change. Stop being so divided. Like our division is like worse than Bloods and Crips. It's worse. At least Nipsey Hussle had Bloods and Crips come together. Hoteps can't come together with Aboriginal American Indians. I could go on Moors, all that stuff. We're so divided, and it's hindering our progress. It's black people that literally hates money, and they want the system to fail. Well, if the system fail, are you used to hunting and getting your food? Are you used to growing food? I could go on and on. You just hurting your babies. Look, we lost a good thing as in Turtle Island and our identity. Keep the identity, but first it has to be business. When the Jewish people took over America, they did business first. Everyone does business first. I don't know why we don't understand how important business is for the infrastructure. I wish I was getting some real brothers and sisters in here, man. But this is going to be recorded, and this will be shared later. But man, the way this world is going, and we're still playing around out here. We're still, dancing. We're still not really seeing what's about to pop off. A lot of people gonna lose their employment, you know. So we got a lot of kids in here, man, that's on their parents' phone or something. This is a over 18. You gotta be over 18. Okay? I wish y'all would get out of here. I'd rather just be talking to me. You know what I'm saying? All y'all want to do is just have fun and be funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know why y'all want to play with people. Do you even some weird people out here? So, if anyone, my topic is why Black people don't want to invest in like Black owned businesses. And I'm not talking about restaurants, I'm talking about real up to date Black owned businesses. Why do we always want to invest in entertainment or in someone else's clothes? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why we're like this. And the thing is that, YouTube is huge. And, can you quit yapping? Go on another channel. Stupid ass. So that's the topic, brother, or whoever it is, Mac Fox. The topic is, why do we do what we do? Why do we only spend our money on entertainment and don't spend it on something that could be the foundation? And we're harmless. We're not trying to take over the world. Like Black people around the world ain't even built like that. It's other people. They want to take over the world and they want to be seen as the heroes. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe me? Superman. All the Marvel. Who are all the heroes? I could go on and on. The image is there. Jesus Christ is a hero. They said his skin was bronze. You know what I'm saying? They said his skin was bronze. But look at the image they project. Man, our people are like the best humans for this planet. I appreciate the $2, Drake. Appreciate you. Let me see what you said. You said because of culture, a never-ending cycle. But we could change it, Drake. We don't need a whole bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? People are mean as fuck, bro. Yeah, people are mean because they were raised, me being from Los Angeles, I've seen a lot of other cultures, and it's a lot of youth that are in pain. Parents have money, but parents don't ever pay attention to them. It's a lot of white kids and Asian kids like that. All their parents thrived on was just making money. You know what I'm saying? And never paid attention to their kids. So their kids grew up, just hating everything, and they're rude and they're jerks. You know what I'm saying? Evil comes in all colors. You're right. Evil does come in all colors, but it's a degree of the evil that other ethnicities do. Black people have their evil people, yes, but we just don't do the things that other ethnicities do. Like, we'll never blow up whole cities and shit, and poison food. We don't look at our history just all over the world. We don't do that. We may get on people's nerves and say, hey, you gotta bathe, you stink. And that took place in Europe. People didn't bathe, and educate. And a lot of other ethnicities got mad at that. It was like, oh, these bougie ass, Africans up here and all that. You know what I'm saying? We don't call people other things that they don't want to be called. Like Africans, it wasn't even Africa. Like America wasn't even named America. You know what I'm saying? And Black people were in America before anybody. But they lie. We don't do those type of things. I could go on and on. I'm not going on my emotions. I'm going on what I know. I've been around white people all my life. I didn't peep them out. You know what I'm saying? Has the Chinese done some bad stuff in the past? Hell yeah. To the Japanese, all that. Black people done some bad things in Africa to other people. But as in the world, if America didn't drop the nuke on Hiroshima in Japan, would the Japanese be trying to take over the world? Or was that just what, the victors said? We will never know. So you can't, that's not how this world works. Interesting. Let me see what you said, Drake. Okay, you look just like that actor, Gabe. I don't care about Hollywood. Man, that shit, all it does is just, it gets in the way of survival. It's programmed. Evil comes in all colors. Yeah, you're right. I remember I read that. True. LOL. Preach, brother. I just want us to win, brothers and sisters. That's all. You know what I'm saying? MyBrotherSpot.com. I am gonna put together something in the near future to where, and I know it's not going to get a lot of traction because YouTube will not let it get traction. And I understand because it's their platform. They could do that. But if I don't speak about my brother spot, what it does, it promotes Black owned businesses. You can list your business on there for free. It builds, our web developers build websites, customized websites that will rank way better than any other. I'm telling you, Wix, GoDaddy, Shopify, they run off slow servers. We have dedicated servers where you can rank really well on first page on a lot of keywords. So what that does is have more people see you. Let's say in about a year, you were my brother spot and we have 20,000 people visit your website and it's a 1% rule. So that's 200 people that buys from you probably 2 times a month. And your lowest product, let's just say a product, not a service, your lowest product is like $38. So $38 times 200, that's your monthly gross. Could you live off that? And then still have a job? This is how a lot of other ethnicities are basically living now. And we're trying to help our people get ahead of that so they can own online businesses. No one should be trying to own a storefront. I got people that I got love for. They have great ideas. They're on Facebook. They're my Facebook friends and won't even get on my Brother Spot platform. They lie. They harming themselves. They working too hard. Why not get on my Brother Spot and let us do all the damn work? And then after that, you wait. You could blog on your own website, get more visibility, and then next thing you know, your website is ranking well on Google, Bing, and ChatGPT. I'm going to tell you right now, anyone who has a business and you have a landing page trying to do it for free on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok Shop, that kind of works. I got to give TikTok, if you have some products, but it's so saturated now. You know what I'm saying? That's like slinging on a crowded block, but it does work. We're not haters. But on Black people, on my brother spot, you will have your own website. Make it faceless. You know what I'm saying? When you have a faceless website, no one knows your ethnicity. No one knows who you are. They just know your merit, your service, your products, how you mail out yourself. Black people, get with the times. Who is this? Drake, appreciate you again. Drake Williams, appreciate you. Wake up. This war was over before it began. There's no real positive change. We are all going to hell in a handbasket. Our good intentions pave the path to hell. I don't know what that means, but can you explain that? Because I don't look at anybody's point of view as like crazy or dumb. I really want to understand it so my common sense can, understand that because I have a theory. Drake, my theory is this, bro. If I die right now and my body goes out, I mean, my spirit comes out of my body, I leave my brain and my nerves. So we're pure light underneath. Our soul is pure light. Just like this. Just like that. We're light. We're light. So can you burn light? Can you burn the sun? Can you destroy light? So how are you going to burn in hell? How are we going to burn in hell? Someone told us that to make us fear. When we fear things, we bow down and worship it because we're afraid. I'm not religious, but I do, majority of the time, every morning I meditate. You know what I'm saying? Is there a maker or something like that? Yeah, I believe that. But I don't think no one really knows how it goes. Not even me. That's why I was asking you what you mean. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my theory. I could be wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? But when I pass, I will know the truth. And my heart is pure. So yeah, good point though. And I appreciate you donating money to my brother spot. I appreciate you. TikTok is China. That's why. Drake. It's very possible. China. That's why. No. Your soil for the dirt. Interesting. Y'all going at it, man. So, okay, Caprello, you are the light. I feel you. Fear is a form of respect, as they say. It's a lot of people that have opinions. And I feel that's why AI isn't going to take over really fast because humans are extremely smart. We're extremely smart. And AI can't think like that. Now, in China, they're talking about AI is watching over the traffic. AI is, AI is having, the cars drive by itself just like Waymo does. But from what I hear from our tech at my brother's spot, that they're kind of remote controlling those things. It's still, the infrastructure still isn't there, and it costs a lot to have those cars, be able to read. They have to put certain sensors and chips into the concrete for them so it could be more accurate. That's why you never really see Waymos at, the Atlanta, airport. Not yet. Because they don't have the infrastructure to do that, the money to do that. See, money is a tool. They don't have the money yet. So they could expand that and have the Waymos go far. They're only in like Midtown, and I've seen some of them going towards Emory, almost Druid Hills. So that costs money. Yeah, AI is taking a lot of people jobs. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. This is where my brother spot comes in. Why aren't Black people investing in my brother spot? We provide online businesses. If your online business takes a year and 7 months or 2 years to develop to where you're making hell of a passive income, why not start now? Why not If you have an existing website, why not list your business on my brother's spot for $10 a month? It's 6 months free, but you're helping my brother's spot because that helps my brother's spot rank better. The more Black businesses that get on my brother's spot, and if you want, people, brothers and sisters who watch this later, if you even get this far, if you want, in 6 months, take your business off. If you're that cheap, if you can't spend $10 a month for visibility and to help develop a Black-owned business, we should be, if it was a real good, like Julian Brown. Have you guys heard of Julian Brown? He creates gasoline fuel with plastic, and it basically helps our planet, because plastic is, it really heats up the atmosphere, and global warming, it plays a big role in that. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? Drake, man, what, you win the lottery? No offense, anyone's opinion does not matter, just like we as people do not matter. The signs of our existence and our demise are carved in dirt. Hey, brother, if you think that on the reals, that may be true. Look, I don't have all the answers, but one thing I could say, Drake, real talk, Black people need to invest in certain businesses. I would be happy even if they don't invest in my brother's spot. And it's a business that's amazing. Like Julian Brown, the brother that, he could recycle plastic the right way and make fuel. And they were trying to kill him. We should be investing in that brother. I will put my $10. It should be 500,000 of us at least giving that brother $10. That ain't gonna hurt none of us. And so what? He get all that money. He put in the hard work. He almost burned himself all the way up. He put in the work, but we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We want to give athletes our money. We want to give Beyonce our money. We want to give Glorilla our money. And then it's not really even their money. People on top of that, they own the record labels. We making them more powerful, and they don't even like us. Let's get out of this. We got to pay. Yo, I will be amazed if 5,000 people gave $10 a month for 5 months for my brother's spot, so we could develop. Black people got to understand the only way Black-owned businesses are going to thrive is if we come together in volume and invest, not in no churches. That ain't going to work. We done did that. Not in no, athlete shoes. That ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? Only in our businesses. Innovative ideas that needs to be developed, like Julian Brown. I wish I could interview Julian Brown. I wish I could start a campaign for that brother and not make no money off of it. I want to see, when are we going to win? We are the only Black people on earth that has a currency that is still strong. If Africans had a strong currency, they will be the African Americans. A lot of African Americans, we have to stop thinking we're better than other Black people. We're not. We just have the strongest currency. If you don't believe it, I just really, because I traveled all over this planet. A lot of brothers and sisters don't travel. So you don't really see and smell things for the truth. I've been all over the planet, man. So when you traveled, I feel that's the best education you could get. A book ain't gonna really teach you shit. That's a man or a woman perspective. and is limited because they're controlled by the masses. If you go somewhere and someone says, hey, these people, they do this, do that, man, I ain't seen a couple times where the people are just really great people, and it's a fucking lie. Traveling is education. And when we travel and we're from America, don't act stupid. These people got cultures, man. Be quiet, fit in. And, sometime I can remember in Japan, they wanted to fill the hair, even though I barely had hair as a sailor. Or, this is in like 96. I'm old, yo. I'm old, you guys. They will basically, if I'm at a crosswalk, they would get behind me. I wouldn't see the guy, but they would touch the back of my tailbone. And they kept doing that. And then when I got back on the ship, I asked my chief, because he's a brother and he's a master chief. Thank you, Clyde. I love you, man. I'm gonna talk to you. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon. But anyway, he told me, hey man, Europeans told a lot of Japanese that black people had tails. I experienced this in 95, 96. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what traveling could do. Why would I get mad at the Japanese people why would they even say that? What they were saying is that black people were monkeys. Do monkeys have lips like this? When you shave a monkey, do most monkeys have brown skin like me? No, they're pale. They have thin lips. See, this is where it's crazy. And black people, we not even on here trying to be upset at white people, man. We're not trying to be upset at white people, man. But it's certain things that black people notice. And I just really think in America, if we could just come together and not be best buddies, but understand that our best need to be on the basketball court. I play it like an NBA basketball team. You got Luka, you got AR, you got LeBron, you got other black people on. The Laker team is pretty good this year. Oklahoma is better. See, your most talented and people that are together win. And this is why China is so much better than us now, because America tries to control shit too much. And they don't even want to give the black people props. Do you know that it was a black man that created Uber and now he works for Uber? How they buy that shit from? See, these are the things that y'all don't know. You guys, America destroys their talent. Black people are talented. It ain't all about dribbling the ball. We're very innovative. It's not all about dancing. We be creating a lot of shit that y'all don't even know about. And they're trying to keep all the other ethnicities' confidence up because they want to reproduce more pale people. It's jacked up, I gotta say that, but that's what it comes down to. If they could get them and we train them, my mom and dad, like my pops used to work for TRW. My mom worked for Hewlett Packard. They used to train all the white people. You know what I'm saying? Because they were good in their fields. And they'd keep the same, amount of yearly that they get in their pay grade. They will stay there while younger people, they keep training. That's white. Keep training. The Asian people training the white. They're staying at a pay grade. How America gonna grow into the best? Those people don't know what the other people below them know. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're gonna go through some hard times because China was like, hey, You good? You Chang Chung or whatever, even though you're the beneath type of China, I don't care. You came up with it, oh good. You here, we pay you. This is why things is flowing. This is why they're so innovative. They're not trying to be lawyers in China. Y'all, do you know that? They're not trying to be lawyers. You know, majority of Chinese are engineers. All that yapping shit that we do here and twisting words and all that political, that shit ain't gonna work no more. You gotta know how to build shit. And we not good at it yet. You know what I'm saying? We've been pampered over here for a long time, including me. Bro, look at my last dono check. Oh shit. Drake, man, what you win the lotto? Wow. I didn't even peep it. Plastic fuel guy will get gone by the Freemason. Man, I hope you not. Man, I love that kid. I never met him. Just like the guy who could give us the first hydro. Yeah, I heard about. I hope Julian. See, this is what I'm saying. Money is a tool. If we had people donating money, don't you think it's all kind of people that we could utilize to protect Julian? That's top notch, for real. You don't need many. The FOI protects, Farrakhan. Even though, Farrakhan, I've seen something like, why is he kissing that dude? Or not kissing him, but letting him, I guess it was friendship, but I didn't trust that. But, the FOI, they're the only brothers really, black establishment that I see doing it right. Like, it's just, the FOI be doing some stuff, man. I'm really like, I really look up to how they run it. It's really ran well. Yeah, but you're right, man. I hope Julian. See, this is why we have to be together and congregated so we can protect ourselves. Check this out. Drake, do you know if you don't have money around the world, you can't protect yourself? If P. Diddy didn't have money, he'd be locked up forever. You know what I'm saying? I feel he did some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's freaky Hollywood. I stayed away from that. Yeah, man, I'm a South Bay dude from Carson, California, and Long Beach. And the real natives, we ain't into that Hollywood stuff, but we be trying to stay away from the gangbangers too. So it's crazy in LA. You gotta know your spots where you fit in. But man, I appreciate you, Broham. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. How long you been off meth? Well, I never did drugs before, but you just trying to make me feel bad, and I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna even remember you or your comment in probably about a minute or two. So I don't know how I frustrated you, but I'm gonna frustrate you some more. Black people were here before anybody in America. Okay, so keep smoking meth. How long? Let's see. No, it's just a question. Let me see. Who are you? You weren't talking to me. Machiavelli trainer. My bad if I didn't. My bad, bro. I thought you were talking to me. Who are you talking to? Talking to Drake? Hmm. Don't say Diddy and freaky in the same sentence. I feel, hey, Drake, you funny for that. For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah. But pretty soon I'm about to sign off. Drake, I really appreciate you. I didn't expect to even get any money for my brother's spot. I appreciate you. But any brothers and sisters on here, please understand we have to start investing in ourselves. We have to. If you have no money as a culture, as a person, you cannot defend yourself. If we keep this up and giving our money only to entertainment or entertaining things like Dr. Umar speaks so elaborately, or pastors and all, they ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. Give to boring black owned businesses that can create, and we could be innovative. And then we could party later when that shit is cracking. It has to be a foundation. All right, I'm Jay Hadwinn. Hey, Drake, if you white, that's cool. I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, okay, are white people gonna help black people? Or should they? No. Should black people help white people? No. What I'm saying is we should respect each other. America is the way it is. Everyone is helping each other. How am I going to change adults? What am I going to go to the Korean community and the Japanese? Why aren't you helping black people? Why y'all only help each other? So Drake, I'm gonna answer your question. Like, if I was somewhere, let's say in Druid Hills, and you were in Druid Hills in Atlanta, I was talking to you and we were eating and all that, you would not even know I had this point of view. I'd be so fucking cool. I was raised in diversity. I'm from LA. You know what I'm saying? I don't trip off skin color, but I'm not dumb. If I need something, as a Aboriginal American Indian, a black man, a Moor, whatever we want to be called, I need people that look like me. That's America. If I can't get that, I'm weak. I got to look for a job. And if something comes disruptive like AI, my ass is fired first. You know what I'm saying? That's not having control. That's not powerful. So all I'm trying to do, because we all have lifestyles that we want to have. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm trying to do is have a certain lifestyle so I could protect the people I love. Real talk. I'm no different from any other American. All right. I don't care if you white, if you Hispanic, if you are, I don't care. Yeah, I respect everyone. It's just I'm not no fucking fool. Every ethnicity has to lean on their in America, on their kind. That's how it works. And black people don't get that. They're like kumbaya. They spending money with everybody else, enriching everybody, kumbaya. And then we don't have no foundation when everyone else has a foundation. That's all this talk was about. I'm Jay Hadwinn. I'm brand ambassador of my brother spot. Peace out, y'all. And appreciate you, Drake. Thank you, homie.